Hello and welcome to Truth Alone Triumphs, as I'm playing as the Princely Federation. For those of you who don't know, Truth Alone Triumphs, according to the Kaiserreich wiki, is the motto of this country, so thought it would be a good series title. For those of you wondering real quick, the last episode of the Russia series has been filmed, but it was supposed to be like a 30-minute film session and finish it up. Because of things that happened in the episode, it ended up becoming 4 hours long, and I didn't feel like editing it right then. So instead, I'm recording this. But don't worry, it's coming. But now that we jump into this, I want to show quickly the general plan for this. My somewhat limited exposure of reading the lore appears to be that this is just what it says. It's a federation of princes who has kind of rebelled against British controlled Dominion of India in order to keep themselves safe. And I really like that, so I think I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to go with agree to the proposed reforms, and I'm going to unite the princes. Over here, I'm going to do the Army of Princely States. And let's see, down here, I don't know who I'm going to align with. I probably won't do Splendid Isolation. And I probably won't do align with Germany because them having Ceylon. I'm probably going to mispronounce words a lot here. But Ceylon? I don't know. Because of that, I think, and also Germany, East Asia, I think they're a bit of a threat to India. So I think we're not going to side with the colonizers. So research, we're going to start right off with the basics. For this, how much space do we have? Do I want to do that or not? Probably. Okay, so I'll do that. And I'll here. So national focus. What do we want to start off with? I think we should. We can't do that till June. Let's start off and just do new construction methods. No divisions in basic training. Infantry 1. Very basic. Infantry 2 with support equipment. Garrison, less so. Police division. Okay. Cavalry. Okay. How much do we have to produce? Interesting. Start off with making an infantry. Let's go ahead and switch you into infantry 1. And then let's see, do I want to put them all in one? Actually, let's look real quick. If we go down here, you get cavalry bonus. Do I have, let's see. I have another. I'd probably have another infantry guy, right? Yeah. Okay, nice. That. For cavalry. Alright, cool, and then we'll just start off training probably just more infantry. 2. Do I want to trade? I have 2 free. 5 free civilian. Is it worth it? Probably yes. So the big problem of what makes this difficult is I think we can take these guys out pretty easily, right? Pretty easily in air quotes, right? But Dominion of India, that's going to be difficult. Let's see. Can I drop... I have to be at war to do mine laying. Dang it. Wanted to just mine lay everything early on. Guess not. We'll build... We're done with that, we'll... Cool, okay. Missing the production of artillery. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Artillery. Okay. India finally achieved the de facto independence in the aftermath of the British Revolution of 1925 as the Raj finally collapsed on itself. Rising to the mantle of governments was... Oh god. We're back to the pronunciations. Rajput Maharaj of... I'm sorry. Whose authoritarian style of governing of the newly freed Indian Dominion soon put him at odds with the leftist civilian opposition centered around the Indian National Congress and its militant underground supporters. Within months, the INC's announcement of Singh's negotiated Anglo-Indian treaty brought the subcontinent to civil war. It was in this chaotic time that the southern princely states lost my spot. This chaotic time was the southern princely state citing the Anglo-Indian Treaty and numerous legal transgressions of Ganga Singh was as motivation, united behind Osam Ali Khan of Nazim of Hyderabad, and declared him the true viceroy of the Indian Dominion. As the civil war escalated to a confusing quagmire of violence, Ali Khan failed to invade Singh's northern power base, but succeeded in rooting out socialist enclaves in Bombay, and also prevented both the Delhi and Calcutta government from invading the Deccan Plateau. When peace finally came, the Princely Federation soon went about organizing a true national successor government of the Raj, with Osam Ali Khan serving as administrator of the realm, and his fellow princes serving an advisory as well as legislative role in the so-called Council of Princes. By 1936, the Princely Federation is a brittle state, but nevertheless the closest India has to a conservative native government. And a quick look at our stuff, nothing's good. Centralized rule, we lose political power, we lose stability, but we get division recovery rate, which I guess is nice. And then backwards economy, 20% consumer goods factories, minus 20% production efficiency, and minus 20% factory output. The really bad thing about that last one, is I gotta get all the way down here to get rid of it. Totalist charter. Is there any... Afghanistan declares war. Gridlock in France. Black Monday. These guys have their own focus tree? They do not. Okay, today the glorious Assam Ali Khan, administrator of the realm and Nizam of Hyderabad, celebrates the 25th anniversary of ascension to the throne of his ancestral princely state. The golden Asif banner adorned the streets of Hyderabad state's many cities, and the people revel in the excesses of public funds channeled to festivities. Already one of the richest and most industrial states of the Princely Federation, today Hyderabad truly shines brightly as a model for the other princes to follow. Long may he live. And oh god, we got some bad oil. And China begins its descent of falling apart in a disgusting, disgusting fashion. I absolutely hate border gore, and this is going to hurt. So what happens in Australasia? Like, what causes them to constantly switch back and forth? Let's see. Can't do that Tory seats construction 1. So I guess initiate army reforms. Our army is in poor shape, cobbled together from the forces of the various princely states, none of whom are accustomed to working together. We must begin our efforts to unite them towards our common goal. And I also forgot to read the first one, so let's fix that real quick. New construction methods. To be truthful, many of the Federation's construction methods date back to ancient times. They are tried and true, yes, but if we are to embark upon a period of revitalization, we must use methods that far exceed anything we were capable of previously. That's the Pope. Balkans are once again being a powder keg. Who would have thought? Our shortage will last 989 days. Just amazing. Research speed. Again. That's a long time. I don't know if that's something that's worth it. 62 days. So we've got this one, then one more before we can do that. We're getting pretty close to that too. Totalists are in power in Britain. basic machine tools, and we'll get started on yeah, we'll go with concentrate. Whoa. Actually, wait, yeah, we already got all research slots. I don't know what land doctrine we're going to be using, but whenever we go to war with these guys, actually, once we go to war with these guys, we need to use that opportunity to mine. I don't know if I'm not super familiar with naval mechanics in this game, but I feel like I want to minefield all the way around India, and hopefully it still stays there after the war is over, so that way whenever I declare war on Dominion of India or they declare war on me, what I can then do is just use that to prevent the Entente from coming in to help out. At least that's how it plays in my head. I don't know if that's how it'll actually work. Oh yeah, army of working with the princes to make their common command of the army more efficient, but still respecting their rights is the best way to keep morale high and maintain national unity. Okay, so this kind of makes the bonuses of decentralized rule not as good, but also makes the effects not as bad. Unite the princes. Yeah, I don't know what most of this stuff does. Instruction. Let's go ahead and do support weapons. This does party popularity. Let's do the weekly stability one, but I don't know if we're going to be changing ideologies whenever we go down the political part of the focus tree, so let's not do that yet. What even is our navy? Escort cruisers and armored cruisers. I think we can set minefield with that. White Sun over China. Oh, these guys are the... I think yeah, these guys are the Japanese allies, right? Yeah. Which, I mean, hey, if they're doing really good, Japan might be who we go for. Poland elects a new king. Let's go ahead and get started on this. A special session of the Princely Council has been planned, and it is expected that the gathered princes will present a plethora of reforms to the Nazim. Reforms that are likely intended to put more power in their hands, and perhaps even open up positions on the council to those outside the aristocracy. It is a bold plan, though some are nervous as to whether the Nazim will agree, and he will agree. Let's see, what has Poland done? A Lithuanian king. I feel like this would be a fun country to play as. East Asia has declared, well, I guess they declared war on, these guys have their own, they do have their own focus tree, that's kind of cool. We got, whoa, how did, how did, how did that happen? Okay. At 100 political power, I can go straight up to partial mobilization. Got a bunch of, got so many things that need to be done. Do they have a... Yeah, they're stronger than us. So we need to do something to get stronger than them, and then attack them as quickly as possible. Go ahead and get the reinforce rate. Got support weapons. Resource gain efficiency. Let's go. Let's put in because we've got the bonus. Addresses the council. Today the Nizam of Hyderabad, Osam Ali Khan, met with the Council of Princes as they presented to him what they believed to be a fair and just package of reforms, namely that the power of the council would be consolidated into a national Dewan elected from among their numbers, and that this Dewan would assume the primary responsibility for restoring rule over the remainder of India. So far, it's uncertain whether Nizam will accept these proposals or whether he will look on them as an erosion of his own personal authority. There are many, after all, who believe Nizam himself should act as Dewan, and others who say that the position itself should be subject to national elections, as should the position of the council itself. I will consider the advice of the council, and we'll go straight into accepting the reforms, and... early mobilization, and then soon we'll do Fall of Warsaw. Wonder what they'll... And then they just get split back apart. Ooh, White Ruthenia. So they redo this? They do a Lithuanian king again? But they... So they keep the old bad national focuses. Why? Okay. And I forgot to read it again. I'm sorry, guys. The Nizam has accepted the Prince's Council's plan, though there remains a question as to just how far the intended reforms will go. Some are expressly concerned that the Nizam may tend to go even further than the Prince's desire, setting up the nation for a possibly democratic future. Jack Reed is in charge. So they're ending the band of low caste Hindus. Cool. The stability bonus is nice. Norway has joined the Third International. Douglas won in Brazil. Which one of these guys are the... I thought there was a national populist government somewhere. Guess not. The rulers on the Council of Princes were clearly pleased today as Hussam Ali Khan, the Nizam of Hyderabad, agreed to the reforms, at least in principle. The power of the Council will be consolidated into the position of a national Diwan, and some of the Nizam's power transferred to that position, although who will hold it remains a question. What will be held by one of the princes or thrown open in a national election? There are also some who say that the council itself should be reformed, as the requirements receiving upon it loosened, a radical idea that would transform the princely federation into a constitutional democracy if the Nizam were to agree to it. This will clearly take some discussion. So we'll go straight into there. Do we want free trade? I think we do. A new Council of Princes. The details of the reforms to the Council has been decided, and its power will largely be transferred to a national Diwan who serves at the power of the best of the Nizam. The princely states appear pleased with this result, though there remains a question of whether only a prince can serve as a Diwan or whether the position will be open to a popular election. And there goes my timer, so that's the end of this episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and in the next episode we will probably finish up the reforms, and then probably move on to trying to build up our infrastructure and our civilian factories. It's actually almost time to start preparing for the final struggle. So we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking next time I record. But see you guys in the next video.